Hello friends, welcome to my channel Fusion Maximum Learning. If you are first time here on my channel, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get latest update from Fusion Maximum Learning. In today's demonstration, we are going to cover one more business requirements, how to use order management extensions to cancel order lines. This is very interesting topic. So let's take an example. If you have a customer order and any of the order line cannot be fulfilled to the end customer, or those items cannot be supplied by the supplier. So via extension, you can cancel all those lines. So you can use the integration if you are having the source system. So you can populate the extensible flex field with that specific values, and that you can utilize into your extension and you can cancel that particular line. So we'll see that. Create an extension that uses an extensible flex field to cancel order lines in a sales order. So assume your customer places a sales order for items that you can't fulfill because the items are, and your supplier no longer supplies them. You can use an order management extension to cancel lines that contain a value such as obsolete or cancel or Y or whatsoever. So based on your business requirement, you can utilize any values within your extension. So extension will honor that and it will cancel that particular line. Those values you have to pass within the extensible flex fields. So we'll cover first the demo and then we'll cover the part of the setup, what needs to be done as a part of the configuration or achieve this requirement. So let's begin with the demo. So I have created one order. So let me go to the order. And what I'll do, I'll copy and I'll create another order so that I'll walk you through with the solutions. And then we'll move to the setup part of it. So let's take an example. This is what the order. And if you go to the orange drop down, you will see that edit additional information. Within that, I have created one EFF called cancel line. So I am pushing the values. So currently there is a no value. And if you try to submit, so I have created the message, error message, so that if in cancel line EFF there is a no value, then it will throw a message so that user cannot forget to update this EFF. This EFF values you can default as a N. So let me put it N because I'm utilizing N or Y. So I'll say N. And then if I try to submit, then it will process successfully my order in the system. And after that, once I revise it and I'll update or change back the values, it will. So now schedule. Now what I will do, I will go back and create a revision. While creating the revision, I'll go to the EFF and I will change the value. So I did additional information and I will make this as a file. So that is what I have written as a condition in my extension. So if you notice that, so I have done that, your revised order was accepted and is being processed. And if you notice that at the line level, the status become cancellation pending and quantity become 0. So I have not clicked typically cancel. I am utilizing the EFF. Based on the EFF values, it is honoring the conditions and canceling that particular line. This kind of feature you can utilize, or the extension you can utilize with having your integration from the source system, or maybe for user, if user trying to cancel that. So is there any reason, specific reason, if you would like to capture this feature, will be very useful. This requirement you can trigger based on the order type, based on the business units. So you can refer my previous videos where I've explained how you can use the extension for based on the business unit, based on the order type, so that that particular extension will trigger for a specific views or for a specific order type. So based on your requirement, you can customize it. Let me switch to the setup part of it. So first, I'll walk you through the presentation, and then I'll walk you through within the system. So let me move. We were on the use case. So this is what the typical use case for this solution. For that, what you have to do, you have to create extensible flex field. So that you have to create within the fulfillment line information. And flex field code you have to use DOO under score fulfill underscore lines underscore add underscore info. So you have to use cancel line. That name you can use based on that, whatever the name you are utilizing for your business requirement, you have to use the same name into your extension. If the name or the flex field name in the extension will not match, then the extension will not work. So first you can refer the same example. You can create the same example and understand how the solution working. Accordingly, you can customize the solution based on your need. So if you notice that, what is my code? So my code is cancel line. And within that, I have created one segment called cancel line. Now I'll move. So if you notice that, what will be my API name? So my API name is cancel line. So you have to very carefully, you have to utilize your API name as well as your code within the extension. Otherwise, it will not work. Now I have utilized the data type as a character. You can use based on your business requirement, you can create the value sets or the data type. And this is what I have created. So display size, display height, and then BI enabled. So based on your requirement, you can create, you can refer how to create the extensible flex field. I have created a video on that particular topic. So these are the setup. Now, very important. So the important part is extension. So let's begin with the extension, the understanding. So first you have to import. So that you have to import the bio common extensions validations. After that, you have to find the lines equal to header dot get attribute lines. So system will get the attribute from the header that have the line. And then if lines equal to null, then return while line has next. So if there are another line, then what I have mentioned, so get the row for the flex field context name. So basically you have to have your context code. So this is what the example I have written. Won't impact the extensions. You can remove it just for the example purpose. I have written. Now context. So line dot get context row. So cancel line. This is what the context code that what we have seen in the EFF section. So cancel line. So same context code you have to change. And then if context null, then throw a new validation. So that is what the error. If cancel line context is null, then it will throw a prompt that we have seen while creating the order. So if there is a no value, it will throw a message. So you can default that particular value so that it won't throw a message. So based on your requirement, you can customize it. And then cancel line EFF value context dot get attribute. So now we are getting the attribute values from the cancel line. So this is API, segment API. So that you have to change over here. And now if Y. So what we are saying that if it is Y dot equals cancel line EFF value means cancel line EFF value context dot get attribute cancel line. So that is API name. So whatever value we are providing, if it is Y, then it will start the canceling. So now what we are saying to the system, lines dot set attribute. So we are sending the instruction to the system that you can make changes to the ordered quantity, and ordered quantity will be 0. So that's how I achieve this requirement based on your uses. As I mentioned, you can customize, and this is what you have to close your conditions and you have to achieve it. I hope that this extension and the business requirement will be clear to all of you. Let's move to the Oracle Fusion to look at that. So if I move to the pencil line, so this is what the EFF I have created. And you will notice that this is what the context code. And if I open the segment, you will notice that this is what the API name that I have utilized within the extension. Once you done this, you have to deploy it. And once you deploy, then you have to use it. Now I'll move to the extension part of it. So manage order management extensions. So that is what the task name. So you have to create extension at the on start of submission request. So that you have to make sure that you have to use this extension on start of submission request. You have to create, and within the condition, you have to write down all the steps. Let me make it a little bit zoom so that it makes sense. So if you see that I have entered all the condition and customize it based on my business case. Same way you can customize or extend this extension to achieve your business requirement. How you can achieve order extensible flexfield with having extension. Thank you. Thank you for watching my channel Fusion Next Gen Learning. Keep subscribing, keep watching. Happy learning.